Hey guys, it's Sydney. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a good old-fashioned tutorial. I'm super excited because I haven't done one in forever, and honestly, I haven't gotten super glam in forever either, just because I've been so busy with everything and I haven't really had the motivation. As you can tell, we have a few additions to the normal setup. We have this plant, these plants. I don't know, when I moved out, I guess my mom decided to make my room a freaking greenhouse. Don't ask me, I don't know. But it's kind of cute. It kind of makes for a cute background, you know? Anyway, so today's video, we're gonna be doing a really dark and blown out smoky eye and a super nude lip. I don't know, I've been really inspired by Jaclyn Hill's looks right now, and I think that's one of her go-tos at the moment. She's really into it, so that's kind of what I'm gonna channel, and yeah, so let's get into it. Okay, so first I'm gonna start out by priming my face, and I'm gonna use the No Problem primer. Also, I got my nails done, and I was like, oh my god, I have to film a video with these because I never really have nails like this, so yeah. But yeah, so I'm gonna put that just in my T-zone, my more porous areas. And before this, I actually put on a normal moisturizer and then an SPF, because even though it's winter, you can still get sun damage and the sun's still out, so it's important to put on sunscreen. Okay, so now that the primer's on, I'm going to go in with foundation, and today I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. So when I got to college, I started self-tanning and spray tanning and stuff, because I don't know, a lot of people do, and I like to be tan. So I needed a foundation that was dark enough, and I didn't have one, and this one's super cheap, and I have it in a lighter shade. But I use it all the time. It's super cheap, super affordable. It's $5, I don't know, and I just got it at Target. So but yeah, so I'm gonna use that for foundation, and I'm also going to mix in this one, the Wet n Wild cushion foundation, because it's a more glowy foundation and I like how that looks. So yeah, so I'm just gonna put that all over my face and then blend it in. And I'm gonna take my Morphe blending sponge and blend that out. Okay, and now for concealer, I actually don't have one that is dark enough for me right now. So what I've been doing is just taking my foundation and using it as concealer, because yeah. And then I'm also gonna put that on my eyelids. And actually, I ended up taking some of my old concealer and I just put it with, so hopefully it blends out and is okay. I don't know. Okay, so I like how everything turned out, and now it's time to set. So I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. I've been really liking this one. I think it works really well, and to me, powdering is essential because I have oily skin. So if you have oily skin and your foundation likes to just slide off your face, maybe try baking, try setting. That's what has really changed the game for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the lid off, and then just boop, boop, boop. Put some in the lid. I don't know if you can see that. And then I'm going to use this end of my beauty sponge and just dip it in there, and then set the areas of my face that like to crease or get oily. For my nose, I like to put powder over the entire thing because, I don't know, my nose likes to break up and get weird, so. I don't know if you, okay, I know you guys can tell. My face is breaking out so much right now, and it's just a mess, and I don't know why it's doing this. I don't know if it's the difference between the water from college and being at home, because when I moved to college, my face broke out. But I don't know, hopefully it goes away. I did so much skincare last night. I was like, oh my gosh, gotta be ready for this freaking video. Okay, so now that I've set the most like creasy and oily parts of my face, I'm gonna go in with this powder from Lancome, and I'm just gonna take the Morphe M439 and just dip it in this and then set the rest of my face. Just so there's no like patchiness, and so the bronzer and blush and everything goes on smoothly. Alright, and then as I'm doing this, I'm just gonna brush off some of the excess powder. Now for bronzer, I'm gonna go in with the Hoola Benefit Bronzer, and I'm gonna take this EcoTools Real Techniques multitasking brush. I don't know. I got it in like this really cheap set thing, and it's really good for putting on bronzer, I think, because it's kind of fluffy, and I like to apply my bronzer with like a fluffier brush. I really want, I think it's the Morphe E3. Oh, I really want that one because that one's like super poofy and big. And so I'm just going to apply my bronzer on the temples of my forehead and up top, just to like, honestly, I don't think I have a huge forehead, so it's not like I'm trying to make my forehead look smaller, but I think doing this like just really makes your face look warmer and more sun-kissed or whatever. So I do that, and then I'm gonna go in on the sides and just do the hollows of the cheeks. I like to take my bronzer and my blush too, and I like to blend it upwards because that way everything will just meld together. So your bronzer will go into your blush, and then your blush will go into your highlight and all that stuff. So I like to do that. And then I like to do the jawline just a little bit. I hate when people have like that stark like orange line on their jawline, so I just like to take the excess from what's left over doing my hollows of my cheeks, and I just apply it to the jawline. Okay, and then because the look that I have planned is kind of like extra and like out there, I want to make sure that my contour is like, you know, like bam. So I'm going to take the Morphe M523. It's just like a more dense brush, and then I'm going to go over my cheekbones, or my hollows of my cheeks, I don't know, this area, one more time just to make it a little more defined. Shout out to the Zit, we love her, super cute, I know. And then with what's extra on my brush, I'm just gonna contour my nose. I don't do a ton for nose contour just because I think that I have a thin nose. It's just like bigger out here, and so like contouring right here, I don't know, it just seems weird for me. I just haven't figured out like a super great technique yet. Now it's time for blush, and I'm gonna go in with, oh my gosh, if I can grab it, this little like Ofra one. Honestly, I don't know the shade, I'm really sorry. I got it in one of my Ipsy things, which if you haven't watched that video, go watch it. But this one's just like the darkest blush that I own, and I'm darker because of my fake tan, so I'm just gonna go in with that. Oh, and I'm using the Luxie 514 blush brush. I also like to take my blush kind of up into my like temple area, just because I think it makes it blend a lot better with the bronzer and everything. Okay, and now I'm gonna go in with brows because you guys know I love to highlight last. So I'm gonna use the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil, and I'm in the shade 4. I love this thing. It's like literally changed my life, and I've had it for so long. I've had it for probably two or 3 months. I don't know. I've had it for like 4 months, and look how much is left. And I use this thing every day. It's literally the best. I freaking love it, and yeah. So what I'm gonna do is also, this spoolie is literally like the best spoolie ever. I have not found one that even compares to it. So, but yeah, so I'm just gonna spoolie my eyebrows out and then just kind of brush them into the shape that I want. So I just have a little guide. Little eyebrow hairs on the end. Ew, that's really crusty. Anywho, so yeah, and so then I'm just gonna fill them in, and I like to add a little bit more of an arch to mine. But yeah, so you guys will see that. I don't know about you guys, but I hate when like YouTubers don't show their eyebrow routine. Like, I know that they say, oh, everyone's is different, which I agree with, like, don't get me wrong, but I like to see how they do theirs so I can get tips, because I literally figured out how to fill in my eyebrows on my own, and ooh, we went through a rough patch to get there. Let me tell you.
Perfect.
Okay, one eyebrow done, and clearly you can see the difference. Like, I like to just add that little bit of an arch because I feel like it raises my eyelid a little more. I don't know, it's just something I do. Ew. I say embarrassing. Alright, so both my eyebrows are done, and one thing I like to do at the end of my brow routine is like, okay, this is so weird, but I like look down and like up at myself to see if my arches kind of match, just because my right eye it doesn't have as much of an arch, or my right eyebrow does not have as much of an arch as my left eyebrow, so when I have to like draw this one on more, so I want to make sure that, you know, they're not crazy looking. But yeah, so now I'm gonna set my eyebrows with the NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel. Bing. I've had this thing forever. It lasts forever. It's like $6, and I just have the clear one. And my eyebrows are really crazy, so if I don't set them, oof. Alright, so now my brows are set, and I'm gonna move on to eyeshadow. But first, what I want to do is take some of the setting powder again and just put it under my eyes, because I'm gonna be using some really dark colors, and I don't want a bunch of fallout under my eyeballs. You know, sometimes I think I forget that, like, in a YouTube tutorial, like when I first started watching YouTube videos, I didn't know like anything, and so I just started watching the tutorials or whatever, and people would be talking about fallout and baking, and like I had ideas of what things were, but I didn't really know. So I'm gonna try and like explain like everything thoroughly, just because there are people who might be watching this video that have literally never watched a YouTube tutorial before, or maybe just like aren't familiar with certain techniques. So basically, like, I put this under my eyes. It's just setting powder, and it helps prevent against fallout, which is like when you have an eyeshadow and you put it on your eyelid and like little flakies just come down, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But like when I have a black or something, those darker colors tend to have fallout, and I don't want them to be all over the bottom of my eye, because then it could like ruin my under eye and make it look dark, and we don't want that. Today I'm gonna be using the Jaclyn Hill palette. Literally, this thing is so freaking dirty. Let me see if I can open it. Like, oh my gosh. But I got it from the first ever launch, like on the Morphe website, first ever launch, like OG. I'm proud about it, it's whatever. But anywho, so actually, I'll show you the shades. So what I'm gonna do is go in with this shade and this shade as my transition color. And these are just like really nice. I love how they just go on the eyeball really nicely, and they're like not super dark. Oh, also I'm taking the M441 from Morphe. It's just a fluffy blending brush. Literally have had this thing forever. But yeah, so I'm just gonna put that. I'm gonna start at my outer corner and then move up into the crease. And we just put this down as a transition color, because you don't want your shades to look too stark. You want to build up or build down to the shade that you want. And I just like to move like in little circular motions and like wiping motions. I don't know the proper terms. Okay, and then next I'm going to take, oh gosh, just a mess. This shade and this shade. I don't know the shade names, honestly. I like, if they're not on the palette, I just don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna use the same brush and just mix those two together. And I always start in the outer corner because that's where you want the color to be most saturated, and then I blend it up. I'm also just gonna kind of drag the color out a little bit because I want this to be like whew. Alright, and next I'm gonna go in with this warm brown shade right here, and I'm gonna switch my brush now, and I'm gonna use the Morphe M433, which is still a fluffy blending brush, but it's like more tapered, if you see. So it's easier to be more precise. Okay, and then what I like to do is go back in with that M433 and just make sure everything is really blended. Okay, and then moving down, we're gonna go in with this shade right here and this shade. And I'm just gonna mix those together because, you know, this is what you do. Oh my god, I just realized I'm doing a Jaclyn inspired look using Jaclyn's palette. That's cute. Look at me go. I did not even plan that. Oh, and every time I dip into a shadow, I like take my brush and here, I'll show you. And then I just like tap it. I don't know if you can see that, but like little powder comes off, and that's like just getting rid of the excess, which also helps prevent fallout. And I just like to pat that on. Don't want to go too crazy because it's a dark color. I'm just dragging it out. Ooh, she's really dragged out. Now I'm just gonna go in with like those colors that we use, like this brown and these, and I'm just gonna darken up the rest of my eye because we're gonna put black on like the entire lid. So just want to make sure that it'll transition well. And I'm gonna use the M433. I know I haven't done like a lot of like beauty stuff lately. And honestly, I think it's because like the beauty industry has just been really negative, and like not that I'm not saying like, oh, I'm a beauty guru in the beauty industry, which I'm not. But like all the drama that's happening, like it's just made me kind of like feel blah about it, you know? Like I haven't been motivated because I just want to like, I want things to be positive and not full of drama, and I'm not like a dramatic person, so you know, I don't want to deal with that. I don't know. I just think a lot of it is petty and stupid, and I don't want to be a part of something like that. And again, I'm not like friends with those people, but like making YouTube videos and doing all that stuff, that's still like part of the beauty community and everything. And I don't know, I just want to be part of something positive, not something like negative and again, petty and dramatic. Okay. So now we're gonna go in with the black and pray for me. And I'm just gonna take it, oh my gosh, on the M433, and I'm gonna apply it to the center of my lid. I'm not really sure how much black I wanna do. And I'm making sure that like most of it goes on the closer towards my lash line. And then I'm just trying to like blend upwards. Keyword trying. Ooh. She's working. Then I'm gonna go ahead with my M441 to check and see what it was, and then just blend out the edges. I'm just gonna keep messing with this until it looks perfect. Alright, so I'm gonna do the other eye really quick and I'll be right back. Alright, and now I'm gonna add some glitter because why not? So I'm gonna take the Urban Decay Space Cowboy eyeshadow glitter thing, and I'm just gonna dip my finger into it. It's so pretty. And I'm just gonna pat it over my eyeball. And again, I'm concentrating most of it on like the middle part towards my lash line because that's where I want it to be the most concentrated. Ooh, that just brought the look together, man. Alright, now I'm gonna brush off the excess, and if you can see, I don't know if you can, there's like a lot of like eyeshadow and glitter and stuff, and so the powder will just get rid of that. Alright, now it's time to do the lower lash line because that's what really just like connects the look and brings it together. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in with the exact same shades in the exact same order on my lower lash line because, again, you want to build up to darker shades and that way they don't look like harsh or weird or anything. Also, I'm using the M433. Alright, now I'm going to switch to the Glamour Dolls brush. I don't know, there's not a name on it, but it looks like that. It's stained gray from an eyeshadow, so love it. And I'm just gonna go in with some darker shades. My rule of thumb is the darker the shade, the smaller the brush, because you need to be more precise. And I'm making sure to like connect the eyeshadow to, or like the lower eyeshadow to the upper eyeshadow, so it just flows nicely. Now I'm going to take the Morphe M321, this little pencil brush, and I'm going to go in with the darkest brown. And the darker I go with a shade, the less I bring it in. Like with the transition shades and like the lighter browns, I brought them all the way into my inner corner, but with like this darker brown and like then the black, I'm only bringing it to about like halfway because it just like helps your eyes keep out like more open and it gives more of that like feline look. Okay, and then for the black, I'm gonna take this e.l.f. eyeliner brush. It's just a flat square brush. Dropped it. I'm just gonna dip into that and just kind of stamp it very carefully. Ow, I just stabbed myself in the eye. Huh, it's fine, it's fine. Alright, now I'm going to take the M321 again and just kind of blend everything together. And then I'm going to highlight the brow bone and the inner corner. And for the brow bone, I'm going to take the M166. And then I'm going to dip into the top left shade in the palette and just put that on the brow bone. I just kind of pat it in. And then for the inner corner, I'm going to take the E36, and I actually really want my inner corner to be like super bright. And so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take the Makeup Revolution champagne colored liquid highlighter, and I'm just going to dip my brush into that and put that first on both my inner corners. I just feel like, well, obviously this is a highlight, so doubling your highlights will make it even brighter, but in addition, it's a liquid highlight, so it just makes the the highlight I'm going to put over top of it stick even better. And then again, I'm going to take the same shade. Alright, and then for my eyes, I'm going to take the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in, I think, Perversion. I don't know, it's the black one. And I'm going to apply that to my upper waterline and my lower waterline. Perfect. Ooh, I cannot tell you the last time I had black eyeliner. on my lower lash line. It's probably junior high. But no, I have smaller eyes, so I always feel like it closes them off. But for this look, it's like smoky, so we're doing it. Anywho, so I'm gonna curl my lashes. I got this lash curler off of Amazon. I'm gonna link it down below along with everything else. But this thing is life-changing. I'm like not even kidding you. I got it and I was like, I didn't even know, because I thought my old lash curler just like, I thought my lashes just didn't really curl. And then I got this eyelash curler and I was like, oh my gosh. Like, can you tell the difference? I don't know. Well, my eyeshadow's black, so it's kind of hard to tell. But life-changing. Okay, so I've decided I am gonna put on a lash because why not? All right, so I'm gonna take the flare lashes from Sephora, and I'm gonna take my House of Lashes glue and just apply it to the band. I've worn these lashes a lot, so hopefully they still look good. I'm gonna take these little eyelash tongy things and just, and then I'm gonna put it on the ball. And so now to make sure the lashes blend together, I'm just gonna take this mascara. Also, this Essence mascara is life-changing. Life-changing. It's like $3 or something, and I got it at Ulta, and it is so good. Oh my gosh. It does bleed though, so I don't wear it on my lower lashes. Oh. Are you freaking joking me? Alright, well, in this situation, which literally just happened to me yesterday too, I just take a little Q-tip and rub it off after it dries. Make sure it dries first. Alright, so lashes are done. Actually, eyes are done. So now it's time for highlight. Yeah. Whoa, whoa. And so what I'm going to take for highlight is the Anastasia Nicole Guerrero collab thingamajabber. And I'm going to use these two. Okay, I don't want to get it on me. Okay, it's already on me, whatever. I'm going to use these two gold shades. I'm just going to mix them together. Yeah. And I'm going to spray my brush so the highlight appears more metallic and stuff. Neat, neat, neat. And I'm also taking the Morphe M10. Okay, and then to make sure that my highlight doesn't look super streaky and weird, I'm just going to take my E4 from Morphe and blend it in with my blush. I learned this technique from my boy Jeffrey. Him and Nicole call it, or Lipstick Nick, they call it veiling. Okay, looking good. Okay, so now I'm gonna set my face, and I'm just gonna use the NYX matte setting spray because I'm broke and can't afford Urban Decay. That was good. Okay, and then I take my sponge and I just like to dab it into my T-zone. Alright, so now it's time for lips. I'm really excited. I'm going to take Jeffree Star's I'm Nude liquid lipstick. So shake it up a little bit. And I'm gonna apply that. I literally think I only went in once and it covered all my lips. I love Jeffree's liquid lipsticks. They're literally the best. They're like so thin and they apply so well, and I love his doe foot. Like literally I will only wear these liquid lipsticks because I don't know, I'm not a huge liquid lipstick fan, but he makes me a fan. Alright, and then over top of that, I'm going to take the Bare Minerals lip gloss in Far Out. Alright, so this is the final look. I really love it. Oh my gosh. Like, it's so cute. I love this trend right now. I think it's super cute. Like, it's super like, I don't know, just sexy. I think Kim K is kind of into it right now too. And I don't know, I like the really light nude lip. Like it just, I don't know, it just gives me a vibe, you know? I just think it's super fun for like the holidays, for New Year's Eve, like New Year's Day, I mean, why not? But yeah, so I have a family Christmas to go to after this, so I'm gonna show up like extras, but it's fine. So yeah, everything that I used will be linked down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had I had so much fun recording it. It was fun to like finally do like a real makeup look again because it's just been so long. Hope you guys learned something from it or enjoyed watching it, either way. But yeah, so don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, whatever, turn on the notification bell, I don't know. But yeah, and let me know if you want me to keep doing like tutorials like this, or if you like just get ready with me. I'm gonna do one talking about college and like all of that in a little bit too. So yeah, just let me know if you guys have any ideas for what you want me to record or whatever. But anywho, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.